Welcome to another live session of Let's Heal Together, preparing ourselves for liberation and ascension. We thank you so much for joining us on this powerful solstice day. And as we just wait for a couple more people to join us, we are going to take 1 minute together for those of us that are here and ask you to please visualize this session and all participants surrounded in beautiful white light for protection and optimum healing. So, for 1 minute, let's close our eyes and visualize this beautiful white light surrounding all of us. And we thank you for that beautiful light that you have spread around us, and will be spreading lots of beautiful light today. So, we'd like to welcome you. If this is your first time joining us, we welcome you with big open arms. And if you have attended with us on a regular basis, we give you a huge, huge thank you hug for your commitment. My name is Deborah. I will be your host today. I'm coming to you from the United States, and I'm a leader with Sisterhood of the Rose and Victory of the Light teams. And you may know me from my interviews with Cobra. I am joined today by a fabulous international team, and I would like to just have them come on for a moment and say hello to you. So let's start with May. May does our technical support. We love her. And so, hi, May.
Hi, Deborah. Hi, everyone. Well, today really is a special day. I'm May, and today I changed my position in this world. Today I'm from Chile. In Chile, enjoy the energy here. And I'm so happy to be one day more chatting this beautiful energy. So, well, enjoy the session and don't forget, I'm your technical support. I love you guys.
We love you too, May. So thank you. And we love our audience to jump in and tell us where you're from. Here we have Magdalena saying hello to us from Norway. So um, pop in the chat and tell us where you're coming from. So now we're going to say hello to Felipe. Hi, Felipe.
Hello, Deborah. Hello, everybody. This is Felipe. I'm coming to you from Germany, from the north part of Germany. And also so happy to be sharing this information that we have got, and looking forward to spend this time with you. So, and for all the people, German speakers, I say herzlich willkommen.
Thank you, Felipe. And we'll be hearing from Felipe a lot during the session. We'd also like to welcome a new member to our team. So let's say hello to Megan. Hi, Megan.
Hi, this is Megan. Thanks, Deborah. I'm so delighted to be here for the first time helping out, although I have participated in these sessions previously. I am coming to you from the USA. I'm in the northern half of California. I have a tachyon chamber here in California, and I've been helping people for about 4 years with it. I'm active in Sisterhood of the Rose, and I'm excited to be here. So thanks so much for including me and letting me help out. Okay.
Well, thank you for joining us, Megan, and bringing your beautiful energy to us, as well as some tachyons. So We love those tachyon chambers. So thank you. Thank you. And thanks to everyone who's saying hello. We also want to give a shout out to a couple team members that couldn't be with us today, Cindy and Hanukkah. Hanukkah has not been able to join us in quite a while. She has been quite ill. So we are sending her our love and our healing energy. And we're actually going to be doing a group healing at the end of the session, and we'll be including her in that, as well as we'll give you a chance to include anyone you know, even yourself, that might need some healing. So that's going to be a really powerful meditation that we're going to do right around the time of the solstice. And so, speaking of solstice, yes, as Famille de Lang has said, happy solstice and the return of light. This is what's so cool about this solstice. For those of us in the Northern Hemisphere, it is the winter solstice. And for that, it does mean the return to the light. The days have been getting shorter, and now they're going to start getting longer again. So this is a significant time in which there is more light coming not just into our days, but also into our life. So it's the return of your light as well. So generally, the winter solstice is known as a time of quiet energy, where you get the opportunity to look within yourself and focus on what you want and what you need. It's a great time to set goals and intentions for this upcoming new year, and to examine and let go of the past, things that did not serve you this past year, and to make those changes within yourself. It's basically tied to a personal awakening. So we really hope that you use this opportunity both during this session, as well as these days, these hours and days around the solstice, to be sure to schedule some quiet time for yourself, to rest and reflect, including having gratitude for what went well in your life this past year, what you're grateful for, because as we know, what we focus on, we attract more of. And then also to contemplate and intend what you will create for yourself in 2023. And we are so blessed that this session is scheduled at the exact moment of the solstice. So at about 1 hour and 47 minutes into this session, the solstice will occur. So what we've decided to do is, whatever point we're at, we're just going to pause around that time and give everyone a quiet moment, that reflective moment, to just maybe set some intentions for this next year, and use that powerful energy as we're here together. Because remember, we know when we are here together, especially these live sessions, as a group, there is just power in numbers. And any of the work that you do during these sessions is magnified because you're with like-minded people who are doing the exact same work at the exact same time. So it's really a great boost in terms of the power of the work that you're doing. So let me just I just want to say a few little hellos from people before we move on. We have Alyssa from the Netherlands, and we have Laura. Hi, Laura from California. We have Evie saying happy solstice, and we've got a lovely French person. Hello, Soul of Light. I love that. We've got Stay in Your Path. Hey, welcome back. You're a regular. Happy solstice. We've got Tanya from Germany. Hello again, Tanya. Great to have you back. Liza from Argentina. Esther. Hello, everyone. Okay, I have to cheat and say I know it's Esther's birthday today. So let's everyone give a big shout out to Esther and anyone else celebrating a birthday on this very powerful day. So we've got Sin from Hawaii, Louise from Portugal, Babette. Hey, Babette, she's coming to us from Italy. Thanks for joining us. We've got Snowy White from Amsterdam. Oh, I can't say half these names, but our friend from Germany. Let's see. We've got Deborah from Louisiana, United States. And India, Sahil, thank you for joining us. Selena from New York, US. And Esther's from Switzerland. We've got Sana from Texas. Gina from Texas. Wow, I love this crowd. Peggy from Sweden. I might have listed a few of these before. Let's see. Susan from Vermont, USA. Kikuna from California. Wow, this is great. Romania, Lena. Okay. Let's see, more nether. Okay. Esme, we're gonna put your mom in our circle later on in the session, so we will definitely be working to heal her. We've got Diana from Canada and Shirley from Cape Town. Shedazar from Nebraska. Yes, snowy plains. It's about to get pretty cold in some parts of the U.S. Anna from the Czech Republic. Wow. Check out all these people joining us today. Ireland, Cheryl. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to move on soon here. Mikhail from Russia. And Pavati from India. We've got Anna from the UK. Okay, we've got a friend from Florida staying warm there. Julie from the USA, Georgia. Toronto, Marge. We've got our friend from Hungary. Wow, okay. Oh, and one more person saying hello from France. Wow, okay. Well, no, we've got Germany too. So as you can see, we are coming to you from all parts of the world. And I'm hoping the reason I took the time to share everyone and where they're from, I would just love you to feel the energy of this group and how people are committed, taking the time to be with us for this very powerful session. So let me explain what we're going to go through. We've got a lot to do today, so we're going to keep moving forward and try to get through this in, maybe 2 hours. Probably will be a little bit longer because we do run a little long, but we'll keep moving through things. We're going to start with an opening meditation in which we will do an exercise to align our energies. And this is a really powerful exercise. Actually, Cobra did it in his recent Paris Ascension conference that some of us attended. And so if you're not familiar with Cobra's work, he offers some very powerful intel and information on his blog 2012portal.blogspot.com. So Felipe is going to be guiding us through the opening meditation. Then it's important, as you know, the regulars know, that we do our protection and our preparation. So we'll call in Command 1221. We'll do a protection protocol meditation, and we will call in our I Am Presence using the ATVAR technology, and we'll explain what that is. Then we will do the implant clearing exercises, which Cobra has stated that it's very important. He especially stressed that during the conference, in which he talked a lot about the black holes, which Felipe will be explaining to us a little bit more too. How important it is that we continue to do these implant clearing exercises. So we'll do a contract cancellation, and then we'll do our 2 triangulation exercises, I Am God and Sex is Love. And by the way, for those last 2 exercises, you will need paper and a writing utensil because we will be writing that out. We'll do a little break then before we move into part 2, and then we'll do our healing segment in which we will invoke the goddess through the goddess vortex meditation, and then we will do our very powerful group healing meditation. One thing I see is left out of here is doing, we normally end these sessions by invoking command 771, which is emotional healing. And that's just a quiet little exercise. It's optional. If you'd like to stay on for a couple extra minutes while we do that, we will invite you to do that. So, it is on there. Sorry, I just realized it's right after. Okay. And a reminder that these exercises, like the implant clearing exercises, are translated in other languages that you see here for our foreign or our non-English speaking audience. And so you can go to victorialuminous.fr/clearing/implants. So Maybe I'll just put that link in the chat box real quick. Well, actually, let's move on. It's in the description. Oh, thank you, my fabulous team. Thank you, May, for putting that in our chat. So let us now move on to our opening meditation. And Felipe, are you ready to guide us through this?
I am ready.
Awesome. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So this is part of. So I took notes when Cobra started this exercise, and this exercise is to align our energies because we come from many different places, many locations. So let's all of us visualize ourselves that we are in a large room, and then we are going to close our eyes, and we are going to watch our breath. We are going to breathe in brilliant white light. And we are going to breathe out brilliant white light into our surroundings. Breathe in brilliant white light into your physical body. And you relax. Relax every cell in your physical body. And breathe out this brilliant white light into your surroundings. And as you keep breathing in and out, you relax more and more. And you keep breathing like that. And now your physical body is full of light. And we sing Om now 3 times. Now, let us all breathe in brilliant white light into our plasma bodies. Breathe in brilliant white light into our plasma bodies. And we release all blockages, anything that does not belong there. You breathe in brilliant white light into your plasma body. And it becomes a plasma body full of light. And we sing now Om 3 times. And now we breathe in brilliant white light into our etheric body. We breathe in brilliant white light into our etheric body, and when we breathe out this brilliant white light into our etheric body. And from this point, we radiate light in all directions. And now we visualize and we see our etheric body like an etheric body full of light, free of everything. And we are going to sing Om now 3 times. And every time we sing Om, it is going to be a new beginning. Now we are going to breathe in brilliant white light into our astral body. And we breathe out brilliant white light into our astral body. This astral body is a place where all our emotions are. So we are going to clean up all these emotions that we do not need anymore with this beautiful, brilliant white light. We breathe in brilliant white light into our astral body, and we breathe out brilliant white light from our astral body in all directions. When we visualize, we see our astral body as an astral body full of light. Now we sing again, Om 3 times. And now, to finish this part, we are going to do the same. We are going to breathe in brilliant white light into our mental body. We breathe in brilliant white light into our mental body, and when we breathe out this, and we brilliant white light, and we release all beliefs, all systems of doubts. We let them go. They are not there anymore. We breathe in brilliant white light into our mental body, and we release all belief systems and doubts. And we see this beautiful light, expanding light in all directions. And we are going to sing Om 3 times. And now we breathe in brilliant white light in the totality of our being. And as we breathe out, we irradiate this light and become one being of light. You are a being of light. I am a being of light. And as being of light, we are connecting now with other beings of light in this session, and we become one being of light. And we breathe in as one being of light. And we all sing now 3 times Om. And as a group, as a being of light, we connect with other beings of light. And we create a planetary network of light And we see all darkness disappear, all dark beings removed. The light is taking over and confirming the final victory of the light. And now we see billions upon billions of stars connected with each other into a galactic network of light, and are welcoming planet Earth as the last one to join, fulfilling the old prophecy that there will come a time when all darkness will disappear. And we confirm this by singing 3 times Om all together. And now we visualize pillars of light coming from the sky, growing through each one of us to the center of the earth and expelling all darkness from this group, from this session, from everybody around us. Because we are in a place of light, and so be it, and so it is. Thank you.
Thank you, Felipe, for bringing that beautiful energy of the conference to our session today. We hope our audience could feel that and feel the connection. And I think everyone would agree that we will sing Om all day long to confirm the darkness is finally removed. So thank you so much for that presentation, Felipe. We are just, I told you we're going to bring in a lot of light today. So we are going to also bring in our personal team of light beings. If you're familiar with Command 1221, and I'm going to turn this over to Megan right now as she explains it and guides us through this. Hi, Megan.
Hi, Deborah. Thank you. So Command 21 is very appropriate for today because, in fact, our date in much of the world is 12/21. And so that's a good way that you can remember this, that it's a command sort of that deals with today's date, the winter solstice. So here's how it works. You say the full phrase, Command 1221, 3 times. If you would like a personal team of light, a team of light beings to be formed for you. So think about this. You say out loud 3 times, Command 1221. And I'll say it 3 times. Command 1221, Command 1221. The first time you say this, a team will be formed. And each time you say this 3 times, after that, your team will check into you, check your status, and help wherever they can. So if you are in a situation where you need help or support, it's as if you are calling for help, like an SOS command to bring them in. So part of this is that we have benevolent light beings who are so close to Earth now that they can hear us. And so when you say this out loud, they can hear you talking. So you're going to make friends with them if you say this. You can call them as often as you feel guided, and they are happy to assist when asked. And when you say this out loud, it is more powerful because the vibration of your voice enables more possibilities for them to intervene on the physical level, on the physical plane. So try it. Set up your team, Command 1221. You say it 3 times out loud. And then when you need them to come in and help you, and it could be anything, say it again out loud 3 times. It's very exciting. Thanks, Deborah.
Thanks, Megan. So let's do this together. Again, remember there's power in numbers. So we're going to right now together call in each of our personal teams. So just you can repeat after me. Command 1221. Command 1221. Command 1221. Feel the energy of your team. They are here. They want to be here. They want to help. They want to support you. They are with you. And as Megan said, they are your friends. And let us just visualize now, all of us around this planet. We've all just called in our personal teams of light. Let's just visualize this circle of light, us surrounded by these light beings. And let's visualize this light merging into one huge circle of light. We are building the energies for the portal of the solstice. And having these light beings with us will magnify everything that we're doing today. So, all right. Wow. We're in good company, very good company. So let's continue to move on. Again, we're going to be doing some important work with the implant clearings. And whenever you do the implant clearing exercises, it is essential that you are as protected and prepared as possible. So part of that is calling in your team. And what we're going to do now, we're just going to run a 7-minute protection protocol video. Those of you that attend on a regular basis know that this is a regular thing that we do. This is a great meditation that we would suggest you do on a daily basis as you start your day and end your day, just to keep your energy fields really clear and clean. So let us for 7 minutes. All we're going to do is sit back and visualize the words as we hear them. Thank you.
Relax your body, emotions, and mind by focusing on your breath or in any other way that works for you. Visualize a brilliant white vortex of light emanating from your soul star chakra, moving in a clockwise direction downwards throughout your body, purifying the energy fields of your physical, plasma, etheric, emotional, and mental bodies. Maintain this vortex by connecting it to the source of universal light and program it to maintain all your energy bodies purified. Visualize an egg-shaped, semi-permeable mirror shield around your auric field of your physical, plasma, etheric, astral, and mental bodies. This mirror shield allows all positive energies into your energy field, but reflects and bounces all negative energies back to their source. Program this mirror shield to alert you when any type of negative energy is directed your way, and let it reflect it back to its origin. Visualize light rearranging all parts of yourself and all parts of your energy fields back into a state of balance and harmony. While doing this, you can hum the mantra Om, because Om is the primeval sound of light, and its resonance will restore harmony most effectively.
Okay, welcome back. And a reminder that you can find this meditation in many language translations on the We Love Mass Meditation YouTube channel. And as I said earlier, it's a great meditation, a protection meditation to start and even end your day. So, okay. I want to share a virtual hug. We have a virtual hug from Marianelli. So back at you. Thank you for that virtual hug. Lots of love going on today. All right. So now we're going to be calling in our I am presence using a pillar of light. And we want to share a little extra information about the ATVOR technology. Cobra spoke a lot about this at the recent conference. And it clarified, excuse me, it clarified a lot of, for a lot of people, because for many of us, we call in the pillar of light daily as part of our protection that we do for ourselves and calling in our I am presence. But I don't know if people completely understood that this is an actual technology. It's a spiritual technology developed by the Galactic Confederation to assist in the ascension process of the surface of the population using this pillar of light. So, and it's been used since 1990, and they have been continuing to improve it, and it's improving faster and faster, and it is quite advanced now, according to Cobra. So it is a technology of a pillar of pure white light that is actually created by light beings when you call upon it, and it increases your vibrational energy when called. So we have to remember that there are huge motherships around the planet. And of course, they are currently not detectable. They are cloaked. That's why we don't see them. But, as Megan mentioned earlier, they are now so close that they are, not only can they hear you, but they're able to send you a pillar of pure white light that goes through you to the center of the planet, and it aligns your energy field with your I am presence. And now your I am presence is your higher self, which is incarnated in your being. And this presence emits a very strong light. In fact, without this light, you would not be alive. So you can access this. And if you do this on a daily basis, you strengthen it more and more and more. It's like a muscle that you're exercising. And it will help you in your life. It'll keep your vibration high. It'll keep you more protected. It's definitely this is a super simple exercise. It's a very quick meditation. And again, by doing it daily, it's like you're exercising this muscle. You're strengthening this muscle that will assist in the ascension process. It will assist in the time until ascension by keeping your vibration high and your energy high around you, keeping you connected to your higher self through the I am presence. So what we are going to, Snowy White has asked, what does ATVOR stand for? I don't recall, and I'm trying to think. Does anyone know? Did Cobra mention that? Has he mentioned it before?
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not so far as I know.
Yeah, as far as I know, I don't think he has mentioned what ATVOR stands for. So, I guess we'll find out eventually. So, good question though, Snowy White. Yeah, it's Snowy White says I can't find it either. I know. So, but we just have to understand that this is what it's called. This is the name of the technology. So, what we're going to do. This is the invocation. Again, it's very simple. I call upon the pillar of pure white light to descend upon me and to form around me. I call upon the presence of the I am that I am. I ask the presence of the I am that I am to join and merge with me. I would suggest that this is something that you memorize. It can be said numerous times throughout the day. Again, the more you use it, the stronger it gets. And so we are going to play just a short little video that has we love the visual on this. So we wanted to share this for us to do this invocation together. So let's run that. Thank you.
ATVOR technology. Sit comfortably. say this invocation. I call upon the pillar of pure white light to descend upon me and to form around me. I call upon the presence of the I am that I am. I ask the presence of the I am that I am to join and merge with me.
Okay, welcome back. You can see how simple that is. There is also a longer version. We've done this before in these sessions, but we wanted to present it. This is how Cobra presented it at the conference. We noticed that he had simplified some of these protection meditations just because it's so important that we protect ourselves on a daily basis, and that we have these quick little meditations that we can memorize and that we can say throughout our day, just to keep our light, the light bubble around us, and this pillar of light around us. So yeah, I would encourage you to, like I said, memorize this and use it as often as you can. So, okay. Are we feeling a lot of light around us? Are we feeling protected? Are we feeling strong? Because we are about to move into a very important aspect of this session, which is clearing the implants. And, I wanted to share a comment. We were wondering what ATVOR stood for, and Shy Manth said at vortex. So could be we're learning how important these vortexes are. So it definitely feels like a vortex. So okay, so now we're going to be moving on to the implant clearing exercises. We're going to be doing a couple of these. So again, make sure that you've got something to write with and some paper, because we're going to be doing some actual writing out. So I'm going to be turning this over to Felipe, who will explain some things, provide some new information that Cobra shared with us during the conference, and guiding us through this. Thank you, Felipe.
All right. So let's talk a little bit about the physics of the black holes and all these implant things. When we hear about implants, we recognize that we have three primary implants. So we have two in the frontal lobe area above the eyebrows, and one that is in above 4 centimeters above the navel near the solar plexus. So we were told that these implants have a base, and the base of these implants is what is called a black hole. And black holes are actually the basis of the dark reality, because once we are put once they are established in our mental and emotional bodies, they start affecting everything in our bodies, even the physical bodies. And they are placed in the human energy fields, and they are starting to block, and they block all the emotions, proper emotions. They block the connections. For example, if we are doing a scan from people, there are some people who can understand, and there are some people who cannot understand, even though they are shown to the information. That means that they do not have actually the a physical connection in between one and two. So we all have these unfortunately, these black holes, and they are scattered all over our etheric bodies. And we can consider this reality, or just basically space-time, as a blanket, okay? And if we hold the blanket between two people, for example, we can stretch it. But if somebody starts placing heavy weights on it, then obviously the blanket is going to start to sink. And if there are too many heavy weights on it, then the blanket is no longer going to be able to hold its shape, and it's going to start to cave, and it's not going to work very well. Okay, so this is the situation that is happening around us and around the planet. There are so many black holes that it's almost impossible for the life forces to come in here and then to act. Okay, so but this situation has been started to get cleared, so the black holes are starting to be removed. Black holes are not necessarily something that is just black and a hole. No, it's something else. Black hole means that it is some blob of energy, or I rather say matter, that is so compressed and so heavy that even if light is going around, is going to be attracted to this congregation of matter, and then it's going to be absorbed. So now, what can we do about all this, about black holes and about implants? Now, the life forces have started to remove the implants and started to remove the black holes. And we can also do a lot in order to help this process of the life forces in us. So this is the reason why we have all these exercises. And we're going to start removing all these black holes now from our physical, mental, for our mental, emotional bodies. Okay. One more time, these implants are not in the physical body, but in the other bodies. And when we start working on this, we are going to start also influencing the physical body. And as it is the testimonial for many people that we have encountered in these sessions, they do affect people in a positive way. Sometimes it feels a little bit weird, or a little bit strange at the beginning, but then the results are mental clarity, the emotions are back, and then you will see that this is so many things that that are being stopped and affected because of this. Okay, so we are going to talk first about what's called the vertical implants, and you see on the left side of the screen that they are in the frontal lobe above the eyebrows, and this affect the decision making, give us survival fears, blocks our intuition, and it feels separation and loneliness. So we disconnect completely ourselves from the source. And on the right side, we have what is called the horizontal implant, which is 4 centimeters above the navel. And this establishes a separation in between the heart and the sexuality, and the separation between men and women, or masculine and feminine energies. So it creates a conflict, creates division in the society, creates separation. Everybody sees the reality in a different way, blocks our emotions and our creativity, and especially suppresses our kundalini. To remove this implant, or to start the remotion of this implant, we are going to do an exercise that is called Sex is Love. And on the left side, to remove all those implants that establish the separation from us and the source, we are going to use this exercise called I Am God, or I Am Goddess, or we will talk a little bit afterwards. Now we have to also remember that every time that we come to this earth, we unfortunately have to sign contracts with the dark forces. And these contracts are the basis of these implants. And we are going to also to remove these contracts. We are going to remove we are going to start the remotion of these implants, and we are going to facilitate the life forces work on us. Right. So we can move to the next slide.
Yeah, Felipe, before we move on, I just wanted to add a comment. What I thought was really interesting during the conference was how much Cobra emphasized the impact that these implants and black holes have on us. And again, we're not talking about the big black holes that scientists find in the universe. These are like micro black holes that are, as Felipe explained to us, are put in our non-physical bodies. And Cobra, he stressed, he said, like, how much they affect our emotions, like how dysfunctional we are, and we don't even know that we are. So like if you experience fear for more than a minute, he said that's the black hole in action. So, fear is built into our body as a survival response. If you see something very dangerous, you go into a state of fear. But if you stay embedded, and he used an example, if you're in a place of sadness for more than a minute, or a place of anger or whatever, that's because the effect that these black holes and these implants have on us, that we don't even realize. We've just learned to accept, all of these negative emotions that we always carry around with us all day long, when in actuality, that's not our true nature. These have been manipulated and purposely placed in us to keep our vibration low. So I just wanted to share that as well, because I just remember thinking, wow, we've as a society, we just accept all of these negative emotions, but they're put there to mess with us. So yeah. So
Exactly. So these emotions, for example, fear, we can have, for example, fear of falling or something. But if it's constant fear, permanent fear, hours of fear, then we can for sure just start to understand that this is some work of the black holes that we have, and all these
exactly.
negative emotions, all these negative, like jealousy, and this is just a reaction of the body to all these quantum anomalies, no, to all this negativity, to all this mambo jumbo, no. Yeah.
Right. And I think, and that's one of the whole basis of therapy is being aware. Awareness is the first step in healing. And I think if you can be aware that, wow, I'm really being triggered here. It's almost like an unnatural trigger. And if you can be aware that, okay, this is probably my implant affecting me, and it's like you have to become smarter than the implant, and just say, okay, I'm blowing my emotions out of proportion right now, or I'm making this situation bigger than it needs to be. And I think just having that awareness that it's not our true nature to feel like that, is a first step in healing. And of course, as Felipe said, the light forces are working to dissolve these implants and actually evaporate. That's the word Cobra used, evaporate these black holes. And the work that we're doing helps expedite that. So as he said, you may notice that maybe you're not as reactive, or maybe you strengthen your connection to source. And it doesn't happen after one session. That's why we do these on a regular basis. It's a ongoing thing that we do on a continual basis, but the more you do it, the more effective it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
What was Tanya's question? Can the implants become stronger again after doing implant clearing once or several times? Um, yeah, Tanya, that's, just living in our society strengthens these things. That's part of the programming of the matrix. So this is why it is important to continue to do these. We even suggest, these sessions are recorded, and you can find these sessions too on We Live Mass Meditation website. We suggest you do these on your own, as often as you feel guided. Again, the more you can do it, the more effective it will be. And I'm sorry, Felipe, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you going to say?
yeah, so I really doubt that they are going to become stronger, because the idea is to become them weaker and weaker and weaker, so the life forces can remove them more easily. And for doing that, we are going to also do the contract cancellation. But there's also another technology that is being used by the life forces that is called Mjolnir technology. And this is what you mentioned, Deborah, about evaporating those black holes, because usually it takes a long time, millions of years actually, to for a black hole to actually evaporate. But with this Mjolnir technology, which is changing the space time around it, they can accelerate the time, and then thus they can dissolve these black holes, probably all at once. So we will see. And just having the awareness of this is extremely important for all of us, because how can we blame people for behaving something against us when they are just being completely messed up at all this situation? Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And Okay, let's see. I wonder if love at our level evaporates these black holes, love to ourselves and genuine love towards others. I think so. Yes.
I
This is
agree.
like, yeah, this is, yeah. So yes, completely. Yeah. And then
Yeah.
additionally to this, we can use the exercises and then obviously it's going to work perfectly.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Thank you, Frequency Surfer, for mentioning that. Love is the most powerful energy in the universe, and sending love anywhere helps. So thank you for adding that. So, all right, Felipe, are you would you like to move on to the contract cancellation now?
Yes. Let's do
Okay.
this contract cancellation.
Thank you.
Okay. So we are going to do this contract cancellation and let's speak it all together. Okay. In the name of the I am that I am. In the name of the I am that I am.
In the name of the I am that I am.
In the name of the divine soul presence that I am.
In the name of the divine soul presence that I am.
In the name of all ascended beings of light.
In the name of all ascended beings of light.
In the name of the Galactic Confederation.
In the name of the Galactic Confederation.
In the name of the Galactic Center.
In the name of the Galactic Center.
I decree and I command.
I decree and I command.
To cancel and nullify all my past, present, and future contracts. To cancel.
To cancel and
And
nullify all my past, present, and future contracts.
And agreements between any part of my being and the dark forces.
And agreements made between any part of my being and the dark forces.
All these contracts and agreements.
All these contracts and agreements.
And all their consequences.
And all their consequences.
Are now completely erased from my reality.
Are now completely erased from my reality.
I am now free.
I am now free.
All the karma of my whole being is now erased as well.
All the karma of my whole being is now erased as well.
I am a free, sovereign being of light.
I am a free, sovereign being of light.
From now until eternity.
From now until eternity.
So be it, and so it is.
So be it, and so it is.
In light.
In light.
Now please speak or sign your name.
And Felipe, are we going to do this several times or just suggest that people do this several times?
Yes, we can suggest people to do this several times by their own, because this is like a very private, personal experience. If it's possible, you just go ahead and write and meditate this every line and every word for a little while, because there's so many beautiful things in there, no? How is it like, for example, all these contracts and agreements and all their consequences are now completely erased from my reality? How do you feel when you hear something like that? And I am now free. That's incredible, no? And you can do it as much as possible, as many times as you want. You can just keep the paper and so on, because this is based on your free will, and the free will is something that everybody has to respect, no matter who or what vibration this being is. They have to respect our free will. Now we made these contracts before coming to this earth, but now we have the possibility to continue on this earth without these contracts. And these contracts, as we explained, the basic of implants and the basic of everything that is. And I completely agree that this really, really works.
Yes, it is. It is very, very powerful. And during the conference, Cobra had us state this 3 times in a row. And so, as Felipe said, this is something that you can say out loud as often as you feel guided, or even write it out. We're not going to take the time today to write this out. Sometimes we do that, but you can write this out and sign your name and carry this paper around with you. or keep it next to your bed and read it when you wake up in the morning or before you go to bed. Or it's very, very powerful to do and read and say out loud on a regular basis.
So this contract revocation or contract cancellation is also in certain website that we are going to give afterwards.
What'd you say, Felipe? Sorry.
In my website, in my blog, I put my notes about the conference, so we are going to be sharing this at the end of this space.
Oh yeah. Well, actually, why don't you give your website right now while we're thinking about it?
It is es2012portal.blogspot.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
ES,
Felipe took some great notes at the conference. So, actually, I'm going to put this ES. I'll put it in the chat.
ES2012 portal. So exactly the same site as Cobra, but with an E as ES as Spain, ES España.
So ES 2012
portal.
portal.blogspot.com.
.blogspot.com.
Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, and we had listed a comment from Snowy White who said they wrote it out and have been carrying it with them every single day since 2020. So kudos to you. That's great. So.
And we do not have only one contract, but probably thousands of them, because every time we have to interact with the matrix, we are entering into a contract. And so contract cancellation is extremely important for our for everything, for our well-being and for our progress in the light.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Great. Okay. Well, now that we've done that, we want to move on to the actual exercises that clear the implants. These are the triangulation exercises that, as Cobra has described, they deprogram, they dissolve our limiting beliefs, and they liberate our consciousness. So, Felipe, do you want to continue or do you want me? Okay.
Sure.
So yeah, if you could explain what triangulation is and then guide us through the triangulation exercises. Thank you.
Exactly. So what we are going to do now with the implants, we are going to make them crazy. Okay. So we are going to put them in hot water, cold water, hot water, cold water until they destroy, they disappear. Okay. So what we are going to do is we are going to write two contradictory statements. So one of them is going to bring our mind into one polarity, and the other one is going to bring our mind into the other polarity. And the reason why we do this is because we want to cancel the extremes, so we can actually make our own decision with our mind that is free. Okay. And so in the first, for removing or to start to remove the vertical implant, we are going to use the phrase "I am God" and "I am not God." I am not God and I am God. We can either use "I am one with the source," "I am not one with the source," or "I am goddess," "I am not goddess." It's up to you. But whatever you do, just try to write this down and then put your intention in there. It doesn't really matter how many times you write it, but just put your intention and then feel the words that you are writing and put your mind in those polarities, so your mind can learn to free itself from this situation. And for the horizontal implants, or for the implant that we have above the navel, we are going to do exactly the same, but we are going to use this phrase that is "sex is love, sex is not love." And so we can also put our minds in these two polarities, so they can basically cancel each other, so we can be free from this situation. Okay, so let's move to the next slide. All right. So now we are going to have a few minutes. I think we agreed in around about 7 minutes or so. That we are going to use this triangulation number 1. So please keep in mind that we are working on those implants that are above our eyebrows, which block the connection in between our consciousness here and the source. Okay. So we are going to write in our own language, however we wish. We can use "I am God, I am not God," or "I am goddess, I am not goddess," or "I am one with the source, I am not one with the source," whatever you wish. And let's do this, and then we are going to put some music, and then we will be back in a few minutes. All right. So, how are you feeling? I have a quick question that I would like to answer in here. Why do you say the negative statement last? Shouldn't it be the other way around, ending with a positive statement? The tools that we have in here, please adapt them to your situation, whatever it feels correct with you. Please do it. And the other thing is that we are going like basically from one polarity to the other polarity, so we can destroy them. We are just not, let's say, finishing on a good note. But if you feel like, for example, after "I am not God," the last time you said it, you say "I am God" or "I am completely free" or so, then just go ahead and do it.
Yeah,
I
I
am.
think that was a great question from Susan. So thank
Mhm.
you for asking that, Susan. And I personally will tell you, I always end on the positive. Today I was writing, I am goddess, I am not goddess. And in fact, I ended with, I am goddess in it. A lot of times I do it in capital letters and then I put exclamation points or I circle it or so as Felipe said, it's however you're guided. I prefer to end it on a more positive way as well. So you're obviously guided to do that. So please follow your guidance.
Thank you. So one other thing that you could also do is to visualize how this black hole evaporates. Evaporate does not necessarily means like boiling water in here, but this talking about some quantum physics actually. So the physics of evaporation of a black hole, because it starts to emit energy, which means that the mass is going to decrease, and so we can actually do this visualization that the mass is decreasing of the black hole and it is evaporating, is just dissipating away. So this is one thing that you could also keep in your mind when you are doing these exercises. Pay attention on the implant and see it disappear and see how you feel like. Okay, so let's jump to the next exercise. And the next exercise is called Sex is Love, Sex is Not Love. Or you can also say sex is not love, sex is love. Okay. And as we did in the other exercise, just put some emotions on intent on see how you feel it. Um, there are many people who have said that they have released hidden emotions or remembered events in their lives related to this. And as we said, the purpose of this exercise is to do this, what is called triangulation, the destruction of this or the evaporation of this implant or this black hole or all this situation that is keeping our kundalini stopped, our creativity stopped, and that it establishes a separation between the masculine and energy, feminine, and masculine and feminine energies in our society. So let's do this, and then we will be back in a few minutes. Let's try with sex is love, sex is not love, and let's share afterwards how you feel it. Thank you. It has. Thank you for doing these exercises with us. It has been recommended that we drink a lot of water, and after doing these exercises, because the water is going to help you clean all the effects on the physical body of these implants that are being removed now. And if you wish so, you can destroy these two, the papers or these last two exercises that we did. Sex is love, sex is not love. I am God, I am not God. And just pay attention to your week, to the days that are coming ahead, because once we start doing this kind of work, and this is powerful work, things start happening in our lives. We are able to see clearer the synchronicities that are coming into our life, all these beautiful things that are prepared for us. Once we start to get rid of this um, unnecessary baggage that we have, all these implants, all these black holes, and all these things, then we start having a much better reality. Because it's just that we are basically starting to get free from the dark forces, and then we become what we are supposed to become, and then we can continue our progress toward the source. Okay, so back to you, Deborah. Um,
Okay, thank you, Felipe, so much. I just want to see if anyone has any questions or anything they want to share at this point. Before we move into our healing portion, and so if you need to, refill your water glass real quick, or run to the restroom real quick, this would be a good time to do that. While we just talk about share a couple comments. You remember Susan had asked, and we talked about, saying, why do you say the negative statement last? Shouldn't it be the other way around, ending with the positive statement? And we had Shatazur, I think I'm saying that right, saying, I don't see it that way. They are both true statements. And then Virgo Phoenix had also said neither statement is negative or positive. Sex not being love is not actually negative. It is to neutralize. So I thought those comments were really powerful too, especially because we're asked to put our emotional state into both statements, and to feel both of them. And you're right, for the purpose of neutralizing. So I just think it's, however you feel guided to present these when you do the exercises. So Felipe or Megan, do you have anything you want to share about that? Or
Yeah, one important thing to remember is that these are tools, and then these tools have to be adapted to your necessities, and see how they feel like. If you want to improve on the tool and then want to share it with us, that would be fantastic, because there are more people who could benefit from it as well. And this is something that I don't know if some other civilizations have done this in the past or the future or the present, whatever. But this is mm, let's say a road, a pathway that we are just building in front of ourselves. So whatever we can share as an evolution, as progress, that would be great, because we can obviously share with the others, and this is going to be improved. Like like free source, for example, free software, which is like people who started with an idea, and then this idea grew so much that it's just basically in the entire world right now. And it's a beautiful example of how we can all together combine with our energy, experience, and especially our inspiration to do something in this planet.
Mhm. Great point, Felipe. Excellent point. So thank you for sharing that. And I just want to share Tanya's comment. I feel very powerful energy for this session since the very beginning today. So thank you for sharing that. We are almost exactly 10 minutes away from the solstice, and this timing is working out really, really well. Because we are going to now move on to the healing portion, and we're going to start with the goddess vortex. And so I think what we'll do is we'll just be finishing up the goddess vortex around the time of the solstice, and then we'll move into our group healing. Let me just address a quick question here before we move on too much. Is listening also effective in same way as writing? Um, It's effective, but not as effective, Sahil. This is why, and we even ask when you do these exercises, you don't even put them into a computer or a tablet, that you physically, the old-fashioned way with your hand, write these out, because that tactile experience of doing this has much more impact as we understand it. So this is why we actually write it out. But if you don't have the time, or maybe you're in your car and you want to, look at your piece of paper that you wrote, or actually, no, we tell you to get rid of that paper. Never mind. But if you want to say it, sometimes I'll just kind of like a ping pong ball back in my head, say it. But yeah, it's definitely more effective if you can write it out. Valerie says, thank you so much. I really needed this. Awesome. Quick question from Familia de Lang. My husband asked what people here experience when they do these exercises. He himself does not experience anything after this. We participate many times. Well, first of all, thank you for participate many times. And these effects are very subtle. But as Felipe said, just sort of pay attention to how your week goes. Felipe, would you like to share anything more?
Yes. It comes from the idea that once you are starting to clear all these things around you, you're going to allow more light in your life. And obviously, some people say, okay, I felt this and this and this, and it was like this and this, and this happened to me, and so on, which I think I have not myself felt those effects on me. But what I do recognize is that something happens in my life as soon as I start doing the contra cancellation and the removal of implants. And this is the reason why I am so happy to share this information, because I have tested it with myself and proven to be truth, to be something that I can share with people, because I do have positive experiences out of this. So let's pay attention to those synchronicities, to those numbers, to those people that come or that leave from our lives, and so on. Let's pay attention to the books that we find. Let's pay attention to the websites that show up suddenly, and then they mark they bring us an idea of something to do. Let's pay attention to what the children say to us, to what the people that are not known to us say, the way they look at us. And there are so many things, because if you open your eyes, you will find a master in everything. It is like Newton and it was an apple fell on him, and this is the beginning of an entire branch of science. Okay, so an apple falling from a tree was the perfect master for him. So the same way, we have to start to recognize all the things that are happening around us, and the messages that they are saying. And then there's a lot of magic that is going to start happening in our life if we open our eyes. And then, so all these implants, all these things, all these black holes and everything, they are just basically blocking our access to the reality, to the reality that is around us. So when we start removing this, and let me tell you something, it requires a few times to come. You can do it at home. You can do it with follow the exercises that we are doing just basically once a month here. But let's keep doing this. Let's keep improving this, and then it is going to work one way or another. And we combine this with some invocations to the galactic forces, so they can also help us. And let's go into meditation. Perhaps you will see that, or you will feel that your meditations are more clear, and so on. I think we need to do the Goddess Works meditation now. Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Felipe, for that extra information. And yeah, we are moving into the Goddess Vortex meditation. And hopefully you're familiar with this. We have not done this yet in these sessions. We do invoke the goddess through another meditation, but we have not done this Goddess Vortex meditation. Oops. And so just to give you, if you're not familiar with it, this is actually a standing and moving meditation. So we're going to be standing up and turning clockwise as we do it. And we have a video that we're going to play. And when we do this, we create a very powerful vortex of light. This vortex is described as being the ultimate technology of the light forces, because it dissolves the matrix on the astral and etheric planes around our planet, which is so needed. This goddess vortex is a rainbow spiral of energy, which encompasses all possible combinations of light. It is the presence of one with a capital O, which absorbs all anomaly of duality and ascends it into the one through the process of micro-triangulation. So you can see there is a technology behind it. All goddess vortices create a network of light, which will ultimately transmute all darkness on the astral and etheric planes into the realms of light. And there are many goddess vortices on the planet. Those people that were recently in Paris experienced some very powerful energy when we did the goddess vortex outside of Notre Dame. It felt like about 100 people were in a huge circle doing this. And then also another group went out the next day out to Versailles. There is a double vortex in the area of Paris and Versailles. And we put very, very much light into those vortices. So we're going to be doing that today as well. And a reminder that the Goddess Vortex meditation also tracks to us our soul family, our soulmates, our twin soul, and other beings of light. And so what we're excited about is that we will be doing this during the moment of the solstice. The solstice is in just a couple of minutes, the peak of it. Obviously, the energy before and after it is also very, very powerful. So while you're doing this vortex, please also remember that we're creating this vortex, which is like a portal, and we're using the portal energy of the solstice. So I'm so excited about the way this timing worked out with this presentation. So while make sure while you're doing this, you're also thinking about your intentions and you're feeling the beings of light around you, and you're feeling how high your vibration is increasing with not only the energy of the goddess vortex and pulling this goddess energy, but also the powerful energy of the return of the light with the solstice. So let us begin. And again, we're going to be standing up. We're going to be turning in a clockwise position in a circle. You can do this at your own pace. You don't have to spin and get dizzy. You can turn very slowly. So, and afterwards, we'll sit back down and we'll just feel the energy of the vortex and of the solstice. So let us begin.
Goddess Vortex Meditation. Lift your hands above your head and begin to rotate your body clockwise. While doing that, sing mantra so that it vibrates throughout your body, and visualize your body morphing into a brilliant pillar of light with millions of rainbow-colored stars scattered within that pillar of light. Keep singing the mantra and rotating. After a few minutes, drop your hands close to your body and continue rotating clockwise. While doing that, start singing mantra. So that it vibrates throughout your body, and visualize a rainbow vortex of light expanding from your heart outwards through the whole planet. Call upon the presence of your spiritual guides, ascended masters, Pleiadians, angels, dolphins, twin souls, soulmates, soul families, and other beings of light. Keep singing the mantra and rotating, and stay in the presence of all those beings of light for a while.
And welcome back. You can go back to a seated position, and we are within the energy of the solstice. We are actually on the other side of the peak of the solstice. So again, that means for those in the northern hemisphere, it is the return of the light. And for actually all of us, let's use the energy of this to feel the return of light within our own lives, to look within yourself and focus on what you want and what you need. Set goals and intentions for this coming year. Examine and let go of what you want to release from the past and what changes you want to make within yourself. So we are currently surrounded by a very powerful team. We've called in the goddess, we've called in the ascended beings, we've called in all beings of light with this vortex. Let's just for a moment sit in this beautiful energy of the solstice and take a moment and think about what you want to create in 2023. And let's also take a moment to visualize and intend what we would like for humanity and for our planet for this coming new year. Let's set an intention for the people of planet Earth and for Mother Gaia herself, that we may be raised in the highest frequency possible, that we move into this positive shift that we are in the process of experiencing as quickly and smoothly and peacefully as possible. That all people are happy and healthy. All darkness is removed. And let us sit for a moment with this vision and this powerful energy of the solstice. Let us sit with this vision of what we would like for humanity and for our earth. Beautiful. Would anyone like to share their experience? Anyone from the team? I just loved how we were in the process of doing this goddess vortex at the time of the solstice. As we all are aware, it's very, very essential that we call in as much goddess energy as possible to our planet, the peaceful yet powerful, loving energy of the goddess, and that we were in that place of using that technology of the goddess vortex at the time of the solstice. Felipe, would you like to share something?
Sure. I think it is quite important that we all understand what is the goddess. What is the goddess is the feminine aspect of the source, and it manifesting, nurturing, caring, and it is such a beautiful, wonderful power. This is something that we actually need in our society to move forward. It has always been said, and I do recognize that there's a lot of toxic masculine energy in our societies, and that's the reason why it's quite aggressive, quite unforgiving. Yeah, just consider how many aspects of our society need to be healed, need to be softened out, need to be balanced. And one important aspect of the Sisterhood of the Rose and all the conference that we just participated in Paris was about actually reinitiating this Sisterhood of the Rose, the planetary network. And it is highly advised that we all gather in groups and to do some exercises on behalf of ourselves and on behalf of our planet. And when we anchor this light, this love, this goddess energy, and the more we do this on this planet, the more balance is going to be, and the society is going to prosper. And I find it extremely important that we all develop this, no matter if we are men or women. And in this way, we are just completely participating in something that is called the liberation of the planet, which is something that is a work in progress, and we are extremely excited. How is it going? And we will hopefully see what is going to transpire in a few months or time or sometime in front of us. Now, when it comes to the goddess borders meditation, I do have a high respect for these exercises, because they are mantras that actually clean up our bodies, our etheric bodies, our cleaning bodies, and they just help us to do more of these spiritual aspects that we need to develop now. I think I saw some comment or okay, yeah, very good session, a lot of sensations happening, very well. Yeah.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
great comments. It was powerful. We all did the goddess vortex in this special moment, and we connect the light together. Tanya agreed. The timing was meant to be. Let's see. I envision more divine healing, more goddess healing for the surface humanity. Thank you, Selena. And more peace, more love, more forgiveness, and more gratitude. Beautiful. Your comments are great, guys. Magdalena, thank you so much. So fantastic to connect together from all around the world, work together in the light and love. Yes, thank you. Family said it all felt very light in every way. Yes. Oh, I love this from our German friend. I visualize a beautiful party where we all come together and celebrate our freedom. Yes, please hold that vision. Please remember, even Cobra said this at the conference, like with so many light workers, it's really the vision of the light workers. We've had this vision so long of planetary liberation. And by holding that vision, we are actually creating that. So I know it's sometimes easy to give up hope, and because we haven't seen a lot of, physical signs, but we just have to trust and know that us holding that vision of that beautiful party where we celebrate our freedom we will manifest that. So awesome. Tanya, I can't stop smiling with you there, sister. Laura said, during the goddess vortex, a vision of a smiling and happy goddess for our unity and love. We're supported and loved by the beautiful goddess energies. Yes, thank you, Laura. We sure are. That was beautiful. Alyssa, I visualize a world where we are all energetically connected and we realize that we are all together with, I think, as one with Gaia. And that is a beautiful vision. Please keep holding that, Alyssa. Awesome. So, quick question for Felipe. Where can I find a Spanish session? Are you guys still doing the Spanish sessions, Felipe?
It is planned. We are going to start thinking about that, because now the team is starting to come back again, and then we will hopefully have one soon. We will announce it.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Thank you for that. And Megan made a comment in the chat. She said the light forces help synchronize all of this. So that was that's such a great point. So oh gosh. Well, we're not finished. I know it sort of feels like we might be, and for those of you that do need to jump off, we completely understand. But we did promise you a group healing meditation, and that is about a 15-minute meditation, and then we were doing 7 minutes after that of command 771. So we will probably go about another 30 minutes total. If you can stay on with us, that would be great. Remember, we're capitalizing on this beautiful energy of the solstice. Everyone's kind of commenting how they can feel it. Oh, I love this comment from Susan too. We all know the light has won above. Now we envision and bring it down to earth. Healing Gaia. Yes, hold the vision. Babette said, great work, teams. Yes. And thanks for your translations in Italian, Babette, during this session. Yeah, we are doing great work. So if you would like to, what we're going to do is a group healing meditation in which we will be creating a circle of light. And remember how much light we've already generated throughout this session. And so what we're going to do, we're going to give you a chance, if you're comfortable, if there is someone in your life, and it can be yourself, or, maybe you want to do this for humanity or Gaia, you can put their name. We suggest first name only, or a nickname, or how you know this person, but in the chat. And I do want to share that from our aspect here on the platform that we're broadcasting on, we can only see the comments that from YouTube, from the so if you're looking at this live through like a Facebook link or something, we apologize. We're not able to see your comments live during the session. So if maybe that's why you're saying, well, wow, they haven't shown my comment, it's because we can't see it. So I love Tanya's comment. Let's go supernova tonight. Yes, girl. We are on a marathon here. And what a better day of the year. I just got goosebumps to do this. So let's rock and roll. Let's move forward. Again, if you want to stay on with us for another 20 to 30 minutes, that's awesome. And so let's move into the group healing meditation. Again, if you would like to put someone's name, and this can be a physical healing, it can be an emotional healing, a spiritual healing, whatever you would like. But by putting their name in the chat, or even in your own mind, holding it in their heart, if you just want to silently say the name of these people to yourself. But the idea is we're visualizing them physically standing in the middle of this circle. And by the way, we are going to, at the end, include ourselves in this healing. So don't feel like, oh, wow, I'm doing all this healing for someone else, but I also need healing too. So we will be doing a group healing with ourselves as well. So yes. So let us begin with this. May, I don't know if we have any music for this, because basically I'm just going to be presenting a visualization that you're just going to sit back and close your eyes and listen to my words as we visualize. So thank you. I see people are putting names of some loved ones. That's fantastic. Into the chat. Okay. We also would love to put our beloved Hanukkah, who is part of this team and who has had numerous health issues. We are putting her into this. And Megan would like to place Nick into this circle as well. She said she wasn't able to post. So yes. All right. So let us begin you can continue, and we do have some beautiful music. So start by taking a few deep breaths, releasing all tensions in your body, and let your mind and your feelings become calm and peaceful. Visualize a protective shield, a golden pyramid with electric blue light on the outer edges, encompassing you and all the people to whom we will send the healing energy. Visualize us forming a healing circle, all of us together around the world, holding hands and connecting to each other through our soul star chakra, which is a chakra approximately 8 inches above your head. We are connecting through this soul star chakra and through our heart with a ray of light moving in a clockwise direction. Now we invoke a brilliant white pillar of light directly from the source. Feel it descend upon you, beaming its pure white energy through you and through our entire circle. Invoke the cosmic goddess presence and also visualize a pink beam of light coming from the pleroma, the galactic central sun. As this pink beam of light moves through you and through the entire circle, bringing in the very powerful healing energies of the goddess. And ask this cosmic goddess presence to enter your body now. Invoke a mighty team of angels of healing, the angels of healing. Let's invoke them directly from source. Call them in and ask these angels of healing to enter your body now. We also, again, are going to invoke the presence of our personal teams on the light ships, especially the presence of the medical teams on the light ships to assist us in this healing session. We do this by now saying Command 1221 on this very powerful 1221 day 3 times. Command 1221. Command 1221. Command 1221. We now also invoke the presence of all ascended goddesses, all ascended masters, all benevolent galactic beings of light, and all higher beings of light. Feel the presence of all of these beings of light with us in our healing circle. And now raise your hands toward the center of the circle. Visualize our circle as you send light from your heart through the chakras on your hands. Visualize the light workers and the light warriors of the planet, especially the key ones, in the middle of our healing circle, and send them light from your heart through your hands. Now is a time where you visualize your special people, your loved ones, your family, anyone or any being. Maybe it's a beloved pet. Who would you like to receive this healing energy? Place them in the center of our circle. You may even feel guided to place Gaia and all of humanity into this circle as well. So take a moment and visualize who you would like to send healing to in the center of the circle. Feel this energy moving through your heart into your hands. Beams of light, healing light that you are putting into the circle. And now we send this healing light to each other in our circle. Visualize us spreading this light to each other as we receive the loving, healing light from our brothers and sisters. Receive their light. And now, place your hands on your heart that we have received and send this healing light to ourselves. Feeling this light reach us, healing us in any way that we need to be healed, physically or non-physically. This light allows us to love and embrace ourselves exactly as we are. We love ourselves now. And so for a few moments, breathe in and out with this light coming to us. Releasing and breathing out everything that is not of the light and that does not serve our highest good. And breathing in this powerful healing energy that we have created within our circle. And let this energy flow to everyone in the circle. Feel yourself being healed. Feel and visualize your loved ones being healed. with this very, very powerful healing energy on this very powerful solstice day. And finally, visualize all people, including ourselves, inside of this healing circle, completely healed, full of joy, love, and strength, in a high vibrational and healthy energized state. Visualize each person inside a very bright pillar of white light that stays with them wherever they go and whatever they do, providing them with complete protection. The healing is now done. So be it, and so it is. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Our healing is now done. Would anyone like to share before we move on to our final calling in command 771? Thank you, Snowy White. Said that was very, very beautiful. I just think it was so cool that to do this on such a powerful day. We felt very guided to do this, and I will tell you that was a Sisterhood of the Rose meditation that we actually did during a meeting yesterday, and I said, "Oh my gosh, that is exactly what I envisioned doing today for our healing session." It just seems like so many people are struggling with either physical or non-physical healing. And so we just felt very guided. So again, the light forces are at work and the goddess was at work guiding us today. Share a few comments. Frequency Surfer says these sessions keep getting better as we go along. Wow. Oh, thank you. That
Thank
means
you.
a lot. Yeah, that really, we are a volunteer team and we hope that we're helping and making an impact. So we appreciate knowing that they are making a difference. So thank you.
And then 2023 is promised to be a better year for the people who is tuned up to these wonderful things, because we will get more and more information about how everything is going, and then we will be able to do a little bit more of manifestation, private, personal manifestation, which is actually one interesting thing that is happening in this solstice. So we can use the energies, all these energies, to bring something in our lives, something that we wish for ourselves, and so on.
Yes, thank you, Felipe, and I'm glad that you said that. 2023 could be a very powerful year in a lot of ways. I think we can all sense and feel that. And that's why it is so important to stay in the light and stay in the most positive, high vibrational place that we can. And so, and we'll be sharing more information, not only from the conference in our future sessions, but just as we get information that comes available to us. So we do these monthly, and so we'll be doing a January session as well. I'm trying to include everybody's comments here. There's just some beautiful comments. So thank you guys so much for your beautiful comments. I'm hoping to include everyone here as we share these. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to move on to command 771. And we say this is optional. We're actually only going to play, I think it's like 7 or 8 minutes of some music. Megan's going to come on and explain. Megan, I liked what you said. If you want to share that too, when you come on, about what you were guided during the session with the stones. And so let me just get through a few more comments here. And I want us to move on to command 771. Now, Megan's going to be explaining this. And basically, let me just change the screen so we can. Oh, I might need May. May, if you can. There we go. Share the screen again. That's awesome. Perfect. Cool. So what we're going to do, and we do. Oh, before we move on, because we're going to go into a very relaxed state. In fact, I know it's late for a lot of you in Europe, and so you may want to even just allow yourself to fall asleep when you're doing this. So let me just make a few quick announcements before we move into that. We will be announcing the next session for January, probably in maybe about 2 weeks, when that date will be. And so if you're not yet part of the Victory of the Light Telegram channel and group, we would encourage you to join that, because we do post information there about these sessions and other ongoing meditations and things like that. And of course, our friends at We Love Mass Meditation have a page that gives the timetable of upcoming implant clearing sessions. And so be sure to check that out. Let me just share a couple more comments. Let's see. And we have our friends at PFC Toronto. Thank you, everyone. Here's a beautiful comment from Selena. May everyone's multidimensional bodies receive healing of light, guidance of the light, and the protection of light. Thanks to all the ascended masters and higher realm beings for assisting. You nailed it there, Selena. So thank you for that lovely, lovely comment. Okay. And let me just. Okay. So, all right. I think we're ready to move on. Oh, you guys are so great with your comments. I just Victory of the Light 2023. Let's manifest the most positive timeline. Yes, for all benevolent beings on earth. That is a beautiful goal, Virgo Phoenix. So let's manifest the most positive timeline possible. Elio, thank you very much. Thank you for attending, everyone. Susan said, thank you so much for this beautiful meditation celebration. This is exactly the way I wanted to celebrate this blessed solstice day and the returning of light. Yeah, we intentionally put the session on this day. Some of you may know that oftentimes there is a global meditation on this day, and there was not one scheduled for this year. So we thought it's a perfect day for us to gather together in a place of light and high frequency and do some of this work together. So thank you so much for pointing that out and for joining us on this beautiful solstice day. So what we're going to do, oh, you guys, I just love your comments. They just keep coming. So Again, this last part for command 12 or command 771, it's an optional thing if you'd like to stay on. This is something that it is suggested that you stay in this place for 20 to 30 minutes. But we're only going to be doing it for I think about 8 minutes. And then we'll just sort of quietly end the session and you can stay in that place of relaxation. So unless anyone else has any more comments, I'm going to turn this over to Megan, who is going to explain what's going on and what we're
Great.
doing.
Thanks, Deborah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have another very fun and important, actually, command that we can do, command 771. So the Pleiadians have developed a protocol to assist with emotional healing. So this is specifically emotional healing that uses the command 771. You can use this command to help you if you feel negative emotions or you feel victimized from someone else's emotions, if you feel emotionally hurt, if you have issues or traumas and you want emotional healing, if you feel anger and you'd like to calm down. So you just repeat out loud 3 times, command 771, command 771, command 771, and the Pleiadian medical ships will come in, they will hear you, and they will assist with your emotional healing with their healing beams. So it's good to lie down for 20 or 30 minutes after you say this, or at the same time you're saying this. And as Deborah said, we're just going to be here for about 7 minutes, but you can continue on your own. So that's what we'll do next. And so that's how we'll end the evening.
Awesome. Thank you, Megan. And so what we're going to do is together we are going to invoke command 771 and then we are putting on some music. We're actually going to be using the music of Kenta. I had his last name and it slipped my mind. Felipe, do you recall, or May? He is a tachyon musician. We actually had the pleasure of meeting him in Paris, and he's a very beautiful soul, and he does some beautiful tachyon music. And so we are going to be playing his music. We'll put it in the chat, his name, so you can check him out on YouTube.
Kenta
So
Hayashi.
Hayashi, is that?
Kenta Hayashi.
Kenta Hayashi. Perfect. So, all right. So we are going to start now. And again, thank you for staying on with us. And we'll invoke this together. Get relaxed, get comfortable, and then at the end we'll say goodbye. But we will invite you to just stay on in your continued relaxed state, so you can really have the most benefit from using command 771. So let us begin. We'll say it together 3 times. Command 771. Command 771.
Command 771.
Command 771.
Command 771.
Perfect. Okay, let us begin. Let the healing begin. And we invite you to stay in a relaxed state for about another 15 or 20 minutes, if your schedule allows, just to really allow the healing technologies to work within you and around you. We remind you to keep calm and hold the light, and choose not to participate in collective fear. Instead, send love, peace, and healing energy to all. We did some very powerful work today. We thank you for your time, in your energy, in your commitment to the light. We will see you again in 2023. We wish all of you a beautiful and happy holidays. And we would going to end this session and say thank you and victory of the light.
Victory of the light.